Hi all, I wanted to do a quick walkthrough for everybody on the seamless social media carousel advertisement for this week. So one of the tricky parts of this is the file setup. So as you're thinking about this, when we say seamless, what we're saying is three artboards that tie the design together. So as you're scrolling, it looks like one piece of paper, but you're separating it out into three frames. So for example, something like this, where you can see, how the design kind of carries over from frame to frame. So the images are kind of split down the middle. As you're scrolling, it just looks like one seamless piece. So that's what we mean by seamless. And here's another example where the design elements just kind of carry over onto each slide. So essentially what these are kind of like are slides. And, just think about being on Instagram and scrolling through an ad like this. And, that's how you want to kind of think about placing your design elements. So as you're looking at the instructions for this, one of the things to take a look at is the resources in week 5. So make sure you are clicking into the seamless social media carousel file setup. And this will tell you exactly how you need to set up your file. So with that being said, I want to show you how to set this up. So you're going to do a new file in Illustrator. It's going to be 1080 by 1080 pixels, RGB, and you want to select 3 artboards. Now from there, you're going to go to More Settings, and when this comes up, you can name your file. So I'm just going to leave this untitled for now. You want to make sure you have the 3 artboards here. The spacing, this is the spacing between the artboards. You want that set at 0 pixels because you want them butted up right against each other. And then you want the columns set at 3, and this will ensure that they're placed side by side. So you can go ahead and create document. And you can see this will place each artboard side by side, which makes it a lot easier, to place elements, like shapes and images. So for example, something like this, you could have carry over from artboard to artboard seamlessly. So I wanted to show you that just as you're setting things up. Now I have an example I put together, and of course please do not, by all means, use this example as what you should be doing. I want you to base this on the print ad that you've put together, and of course the digital ad. You want the look and feel to be similar to what you've already put together. So that's, creating a consistent campaign. So you have the copy. Make sure you are using the GRE 415 project design brief. This is the copy for the carousel ad, so make sure you're using this. It has it kind of spelled out, artboard 1, artboard 2, artboard 3, so you have all the copy that you need here. In the directions for this week, you'll notice it has what you should be using, so a tagline, that copy, a variation of the vector logo, 1 to 3 images. You can use a website URL. I personally, I used in mine a learn more button, so like a call to action button. And of course illustrations or icons, you can feel free to use that. So this is mine that I put together. You can see how some of these pieces, I have the patterns, they kind of overlap. I've got some shapes. I used a lot of opacities here in the background, the shapes, the patterns, and then, you know, I place the images into shapes using clipping masks at full color. I have the full color logo in here. I'm using the copy. I'm kind of varying the fonts, putting emphasis on certain words. So hopefully you find that kind of helpful for, you know, some ideas that you can use, but I wanted to show you how this would work when you pull it into a GIF or a PNG. So here's slide 1, slide 2, and slide 3. Now you will save this as a PDF. So easy enough to do, just do a save as, select PDF as your file type. You can save that. And then the more important part, of course, is saving your PNGs. I'm just going to go ahead and save that. And that will, you know, come up as a 3-paged PDF. But when you save your PNG files, go to Export, Export as, PNG, and select Use Artboards here. You want to use all the artboards, then select Export. When you export it, a PNG typically has a transparent background. Since I have a lot of transparency in my background, I'm going to use white as my background color. Otherwise, without a full color background, it's going to come up as a PNG with some transparency. It's going to look kind of weird. So make sure you choose white as your background and then hit OK to save it. Hopefully you find that helpful. If you have any questions as you're putting your file together, please let me know and I'm happy to help.